Shalom Aleichem, this is Rabbi Levin. With the power invested in me as a Jew, the power invested in me by the Torah that says, Sha'al avicha v'yagetcha zikeinecha v'yomru lach, boi nasa cheshbon, we have to ask some very important questions. This is being recorded today, Wednesday evening, June the 3rd, Lemisparam, and what prompts this recording is this article from Hamodia, right over here. A very long article from Hamodia. The article says Bloomberg axes after-school vouchers from community drastically affected. Let's analyze what this article is telling us and what this means to us. New York City, Agudahs Yisrael of America, in conjunction with major askonim and public officials, is sounding the community alarm to ignite a public grassroots campaign they hope will avert within days what is being described as a massive community-wide emergency. Moreover, Rabbi Say, what could the emergency be? Are they chas v'sholem killing Jews? Chas v'sholem, could it be that they are going to make a gezerah that the Chazal refer to as kaisven ksuba lezocher, which in English is called same-gender marriage, which will have terrible effects for Klal Yisrael. First of all, because the Medrash said that this was the last step before there was a mabel. Or secondly, because Rashi says asher korcha baderech, that Amalek is institutionalized. Toeva? Could that be what is the catalyst, what is driving the fear of Agudahs Yisrael to make this massive meeting? Let's read on. Mayor Bloomberg has proposed eliminating a vital child subsidy program of vouchers. So it's about vouchers, it's about money. Money for people, money for yeshivas, but geld. We're under siege. We need ammunition, announced a solemn-faced Rabbi Shmuel Lefkowitz. Who is Rabbi Shmuel Lefkowitz? The article continues, the Agudah Vice President for Community Affairs. That's a nice way of saying that Rabbi Lefkowitz is the guy who goes with his hands out in Albany and he schnorrs what's called member items, 3,000 for this program, 10,000 for that program, of course for the good of Klal Yisrael. I'm not taking away from him, chas v'shalom, but he's all solemn-faced because we're losing big money here. Describing the diplomatic impasse on the city level that seems to have developed on this issue. Who came to this meeting? Among the attendants, approximately 100. Top Agudah leadership, Rabbi Moshe Dovin Niederman of UJO, Rabbi Shia Streichel, Councilman Sukov, Councilman B'nai, I'm sorry. Yeshiva representatives, 100 people came together. Yeshiva representatives were provided with a template, materials, and exhorted Leich Kinais Kol HaYehudim to immediately carry out a structured letter-writing campaign. What? To stop kaisven ksuba lezocher? To stop the schmutz that's going to affect us in so many ways that even Zev Brenner on Talkline knows already that if a Jew owns a catering hall, he's not going to be able to stop a same-gender couple from coming to use that catering hall, that there's going to be tax deductions, status taken away from all kinds of meisters, that tax accountants are going to have to serve same-gender couples. What is it that Leich Kinais Kol HaYehudim? What do we have to write letters about? The goal of this campaign will be to enable Simcha Felder to demonstrate the community's outrage. What? They're actually speaking in terms of outrage to the mayor? Mamish, they're taking on the mayor with outrage? What are they outraged about? That the mayor came to the Agudah dinner in late May on the same day, right after he finished speaking to the pro-Mishkav Zocha crowd. It was reported on CBS radio that he went to the Agudah dinner. Is that what they're outraged about? That the mayor gives us the back of the hand, that he laughs at us when he's the most prominent supporter of kaisven ksuba lezocher, who is constantly calling up all the state senators, according to Michael Long, the chairman of the Conservative Party. He's the most dangerous person. Is that what's outraging Agudah? No. On the night of the Agudah dinner, everybody was panya bra. Everybody was muching you with the mayor. And it says here in the article, they already knew about this budget May the 1st. So why are they suddenly reacting now, June the 4th? or June the 3rd? Could it be because they thought the Chanfarai that they were going to give would be enough and they see it's not working? But what's the outrage about? to demonstrate the outrage to the mayors and Councilman Speaker Christine Quinn. Now, who's Christine Quinn? Isn't she the out lesbian that Agudah participated a year and a half ago when she thought she was going to run for mayor? They went to the singer's house in Flatbush, and in 20 minutes it was reported in a full page in the New York Post that in a 20-minute give-a-thon, the Metropolitan Coordinating Council for the Poor in the East Side and Ohel and Agudahs Yisrael, members from Agudahs Yisrael, stopped her on with close to $60,000, prompting the editor of the New York Post to say, the city editor, David Seifman, I thought Orthodox Jews are supposed to be against this kind of toeva. So now Christine Quinn, we have to show our outrage to her. Oh, she was our good friend. Simcha Felder says it will take 10,000 letters to make the point. It's a strategy that has worked in the past. We're asking everyone to help along. Send letters or to make phone calls against the Mishkav Zocher that offends God. Or for the geld stuff, just for the geld. Let's read through this. Rabbi Zweibel explained at the meeting most other things. We have allies in the interreligious community, but now this program, Priority 7 Vouchers, is 90% just from a Yidden, so we're all alone. We're all alone. We stand. There are no partners, says Rabbi Zweibel. This particular issue targets our community. A circumstance he described as unintentional yet blatant. If these cuts go through, it will devastate families and institutions throughout our community. Every person must do everything humanly possible to stop this now. Whether or not you benefit directly from these vouchers, we must help our neighbors in the yeshivos we hold so dear. Wow, it's gewaldige Musa. Certainly Hashem will answer our prayers. We're supposed to be concerned even if we don't have vouchers. Maybe we should be concerned for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, even if there are idiots that say in the community, what does it affect us if two mushchasim get married? Even if there are tipshim like Joe Lazar on Heiken's radio program, who keeps on repeating the same shus, it doesn't affect us. And if it wouldn't affect us, Mr. Lazar, the fact that it smacks Hashem in the face and it's Mulchamas Hashem V'Amalek Midor V'Dor, that's not enough? Rabbi Isai, look what's going on. Let's read weiter. Highest priority. Advocates are focusing on priority 7 because the high numbers of slots involved in a similar impact on the Jewish community. They're accusing us of doing this against the Jews. Advocates aren't buying the city's tale of woes as an excuse for the wholesale elimination of an entire voucher category. Some say Bloomberg and Quinn's loudest statements on the matter came when they declined to send representatives to Flatbush. Hayitochen that after all the Hanifa, that Rabbi David Zweibel sent out a letter to make sure everybody came from Klal Yisrael, saying in the letter, the mayor is a national figure and he's taking out time from his tremendously important schedule, like speaking to the Mishkavei Zocher to support gay marriage, to come to us because he recognizes the strength of the Orthodox community, and that's why we all have to be here. And you see, it was all for naught because the mayor is giving us the back of his hand, as is the lesbian that they pumped $60,000 of fruma money that could have gone to help the voucher people. Instead, it went flush down the Beis HaKisei with the rest of the schmutz from their toeva. Rabbi Isai, you don't understand what I'm saying. It's so painfully apparent. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is saying, money, avada, it's money for yeshivas. Avada, it's money for the parents. I'm not making chayzik of vouchers. I'll tell you, I respect, and it was a gewaldige tova that Rabbi Balkany did, and others who brought the vouchers. And I understand I'm not downplaying the importance. I would be 1,000% for this, but I'm afraid of the kitrug. Al kvoidi loy mochisim. You know how to write letters. You know how to get 100 people in the room in no time. You know how to chanfa. You know how to turn around and say outrage. How come Rabbi Zweibel couldn't say, Mr. Mayor, Ochinu ato Agrippus, we love you, but please, in the nicest, most respectful way at the dinner, say, please don't stop the voucher program. Please don't smack our God in the face and make us into discriminators and bigots with the full force of the legal government opprobrium against us, and stop the shmutz. Rabbi Isai, it's time to open our minds and think. Spread this message around, and let's have some answers for Agudah. What's the priority? Geld or God? Thank you, and a good Talmud.